Hi, I'm Nick Palmisano, and this is the Bad News Network. In the coolest story pretty much of all time, a Thai soccer team was saved by an insane international coalition of cave divers. These divers traversed 2.5 miles of cave, mostly underwater, where at times the passages were so tight that they had to take their air tanks off their back and push them through by hand. This rescue was considered by most divers to be virtually impossible, and in the opening days of the rescue attempt, a Thai Navy SEAL was killed, leading many to believe that these kids would never get out of there alive. But they did. They pushed through all of it, and they got every last kid and the coach out alive. That's absolutely f***ing amazing, and it's just a reminder that we can be absolutely awesome when we want to be. In North Korea news, the United States showed up for a repatriation of remains meeting this week, and North Korea just didn't show up. They didn't give notice, they didn't let us know what happened afterwards, they just didn't come. But, towards the end of the week, they wrote a really nice letter about President Trump, so, it's all good. Peter Strzok, the leading FBI investigator into the possibility of the Trump administration colluding with Russia, looked like he was going to stroke out this week as he was grilled by Congress over the text messages he sent to his mistress about possibly stopping then-candidate Trump from becoming president. Strzok, whose various impressions made him at times look like a demon from the netherworld, said he was insulted and offended by the attack on his character. In the world is going to end news, President Trump nominated Brett Kavanaugh as the next Supreme Court justice. According to Not Kavanaugh, he plans to end women's rights, health rights, left and rights, and the right to party. The back and forth has gotten so aggressive that Democrats have taken to mocking his first name, Brett, as being weird. They prefer more traditional names like Merrick. President Trump kicked off his NATO meeting by being a dick to Europe and telling them that they suckle off of Putin's oil teat. Then he punched Merkel right in the face. I'm just kidding. He didn't say teat. Starbucks announced this week that it was going to eliminate plastic straws. Well, that sucks. School systems around the country are banning Fortnite dances in school. For those of you that don't know, Fortnite is a game where you start with 100 players and systematically kill each other off until there's only one. After a player is vanquished, you typically dance over their corpse. So kids are now Fortnite dancing at each other in a threatening way. Back in my day, we used to just kick the shit out of each other. Sacha Baron Cohen tricked Sarah Palin this week into doing a fake interview by dressing up as a wounded veteran. For a brief moment of seriousness, this is a major issue, because it means we're probably going to have to relive Sarah Palin skits on Saturday Night Live. President Trump was greeted in England with a large protest wielding an inflatable Trump baby. However, in typical President Trump fashion, he took the high road, starting the meeting by being a total dick to Prime Minister Theresa May and threatening that if she didn't execute Brexit the way that he wanted it executed, that the United States would significantly diminish trade with England, which I thought was actually the decision of individual businesses that, perform trade, but I'm not an expert on this kind of stuff, so maybe I'm wrong. In World Cup news, a bunch of people played a lot of soccer, and now there are 2 teams left. And with that, I'm Nick Palmisano, and that's this week's news. Our news is at least as bad as the news you're getting everywhere else.